In 1971, Liu Yunqiao, disciple of the famous master Li Shuwen, whose nickname was Magic Spear, established the Wutan Guoshu Development Center in Taipei. Originally from Zhangzhou area in northern China, where Bajiquan and Piguazhang are coming from, he left the mainland after the Kuomintang lost the civil war in 1949. In his Chinese martial arts life, he learned beyond other styles Taizu Zhangquan from Master Zhang Yaoting, Bajiquan and Piguazhang from Li Shuwen, and Baguazhang from Yinfu's student Gong Baotian. Bajiquan, Piguazhang and Baguazhang are the main styles that are taught in the Wutan branch in Switzerland. Erik Golowin started his martial arts journey with judo and then had the opportunity to learn Goju-ryu karate, a style he still practices. As Goju-ryu had its roots in the Chinese coastal province Fujian, he also got interested in Chinese martial arts. He then met his teacher Peng, a disciple of the late Liu Yunqiao, and learned from him Bajiquan, Piguazhang and Baguazhang. While Erik Golowin's focus changed over the years more to Baguazhang, his son Sergej, who spent 2 years studying in Taipei with Master Peng, became an expert in Bajiquan and Piguazhang. The Golovins are a true martial arts family. Erik's wife and his 2 daughters, Sergej's sisters, are practicing and teaching Wushu too.
My family, me, my wife, my son, my 2 daughters, all are very maniacs, very enthusiastic of martial arts. And originally, me and my wife, we learned karate from the Yamaguchi Association, Gojukan Association. It's Goju-ryu style, but the special interpretation of the Yamaguchi family. And Goju-ryu is originally it's Okinawa style, and Okinawa always had very good relations with China, so there are many influences of the Wushu systems in Goju style. Goju means hard and soft, so all this combination of soft elements and hard elements, that is also very typical in the Wushu, in many Wushu systems. So it was somehow natural that we also wanted to learn Wushu systems. And then we had the great luck to meet Master Peng from Taiwan. He was a student of Grandmaster Liu Yunqiao. Liu Yunqiao is really a legendary master of the traditional Chinese martial arts systems like Baji, like Piguazhang, like Mijong, like also Tai Chi and Bagua, of course. Master Liu, he had different teachers, but I think the main teachers were Liu Shuwen. Liu Shuwen already taught him martial arts from the year when Master Liu was 7 years old. He learned Baji, kind of structure training to calm down, to build up the body structures, physical structures that are very typical for the Baji interpretations of the Liu Baji way. And in over 30, then he learned Bagua from Gong Baotian. Gong Baotian was a student of Yin Fu, and Yin Fu was one of the two main students of Gong the founder of Bagua in the 19th century. And this Bagua is for me personally very important, but not only for me, also for Master Peng, or when Master Liu established the Wutan Center in Taipei in the 70s of the 20th century. Bagua was like the kind of the main theory overall martial art systems, and it's connected with the Book of Changes, I Ching, with all these trigrams and hexagrams and these principles of changing and development and evolution. This is the main theory, and this is of course is combined with all this Chinese theory of the 5 elements and 5 phases of changing and everything that everybody knows from the Chinese medicine. But it's especially, of course, it's especially used in the martial art for the different levels of training and fighting strategies and training processes and so on.
I think Master Peng is a very cute old man, at least that's how he likes to see himself. Of course, deadly, and you can feel that from time to time. Yes, he's very spontaneous in his actions, and I think this is one part where you can really feel the incorporation of martial arts, because the idea or the ideal of this state of mind, like it's an ancient belief that when a fighter enters into combat, then he has a certain state of mind where he's acting spontaneously, even he cannot foresee his own actions. And this is what training is for. This is why you exhaust your body to a very high degree until your mind is completely free of any worries or sorrows that are left. And in this moment, this is a very liberating moment for your mind and for your body. I think what I can say personally to my experiences living and training in Taiwan is sometimes I had to drive to the other end of the city to go to Furian University because Master Peng is teaching there for 3 hours every Wednesday morning. And I arrived there. He wanted me to come a little bit early because it was very important for him to drink tea in the professor's room before. And you know, he always seems to be very a little bit playful, and still you always have to keep in mind the rules of behavior, because I think it happened one time when I took up the cup with just one hand and out of a sudden he hit me straight in the face just while sitting there. And yeah, I had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, drive 1 hour with the MRT, and I didn't really understand the situation then. But it's training, everything is training for him, every situation you're in, so you can never really be too relaxed. You always have to consider a lot of things. So there's really no time to invest in any, like, too much conversational small talk or anything, because you have to really focus on the moment, what you need and what is like the relevant aspect in this very moment.
In a normal training session, the Wutan approach of warm-up and foundational training differs a bit compared with the approach of many mainland schools. Certain methods were extracted from the routines to train them specifically, similar to the silk reeling method of Chen-style Tai Chi Chuan. Applying the techniques is another important aspect during the training sessions.
Wutan, the expression is Wu means like the same symbol like in Japanese Bu. It means the warrior or the fighter or whatever, and or the fight. And Tan, as I understand, is kind of a altar or podest or like a community also, and this it means somehow that it is a gathering of different martial art systems, and the idea of Wutan is if you have the individual training process of a person, to give some special nutrition to the process. Sometimes it's Baji, sometimes it's Piguazhang, sometimes it's Tai Chi, good nutrition. So for the system for the whole idea of development of a human life, every system has its role on this level. But on the same time, every system has also a role in the individual development of an individual, and it's not always the same. You cannot go through the same line, like everybody is learning first Baji and then this and then this and then this. There are certain rules and certain directions. And Baji, for example, is a very nice system to train the combination of the muscles, the bones, the tendons and the ligaments to become like a unification of this, and to really to train this holistic physical aspect. But it's not only the physical aspect, it's also a mental concentration you are learning, and especially you are structuring your body. For example, this different parts of the body, like the joints, the ankles. Like there are like 8 areas. That's why it's called Baji. 8 areas, and these 8 areas, if you can really fusion your mental power and physical power, you can become really how you say, these 8 points make you energetically very compact and very strong.
Erik and Sergej Golovin, together with their whole family, are taking care of the Wutan tradition in Switzerland.